In the year 2000, Nintendo showed gaming that there is a brief snippet of the future coming. It was a dark, ultra-realistic fight between Link and Ganondorf on the GameCube. Zelda fans were ecstatic. This was the dark, mature sequel to Ocarina of Time everyone had been dreaming of. Then came Space World 2001. Nintendo pulled back the curtain, and instead of a realistic grit, they showed us a cartoon. Big eyes, exaggerated expressions, cel-shaded graphics, and bright primary colors. The internet exploded with rage. People called it Zelda. They accused Nintendo of making a game for babies. Welcome back to Secret Levels. Today we are sailing across the Great Sea to look back at the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Why it turned out to be a game that we all owe an absolute apology to. Look at some of the most realistic games in 2002 today. They look dated, muddy textures, blocky polygons, early 3D lighting that did not age well. Now let's take a look at Wind Waker. By choosing cel shading, Miyamoto and his team made a stroke of pure artistic genius. The Wind Waker didn't try to mimic reality. It created an animated film because it leaned so heavily into style over realism. It completely bypassed the aging process. Link wasn't a silent, stoic brick anymore. He was the most expressive protagonist in Nintendo's history. You could look at his eyes to solve puzzles. You could feel his fear when sneaking past moblins without a sword and laugh at his clumsy determination. It was alive in a way no other Zelda game had made you feel before. And then there was the ocean. Before Breath of the Wild, this gave us the complete open world freedom we've been wanting. Wind Waker gave us the Great Sea. The moment you raised your sail and left Outset Island, the game gave you something rare. Genuine, unrestricted horizon chasing. Cruising across the waves, the wind at your back, listening to the legendary orchestral theme. It felt like pure magic. Every single square on your sea chart held a secret. A hidden island, a ghost ship, submarine, a giant squid lurking beneath the surface. It captured the raw childhood thrill of stepping into the unknown and just exploring. Despite its bright, colorful exterior, the Wind Waker actually possessed one of the richest, most emotional, and resonant stories in the entire franchise. Link isn't legendary and this chosen knight at the start. He's just a kid sleeping in this fish village whose little sister gets kidnapped by a giant bird. He sets on his sail, gets on the pirate ship simply because he loves his family. Ganondorf, he isn't just a cackling evil villain. He's a tragic figure longing for the wind of a kingdom long forgotten beneath the ocean. The contrast between the vibrant visuals, the melancholic story, gives this game a soul that sticks with you long after the credit rolls. When the people finally stopped complaining about the art style and actually picked up the controller and realized, wow, this game wasn't a mistake, it was a masterpiece. It proved that video games didn't need to have this gritty texture, photorealism to capture our hearts. They just needed heart, style, and an endless horizon waiting to be explored. 20 plus years later, it's 2026. Sailing the Great Sea still feels as fresh, magical, and comforting as it did on day one. And that is why it holds a permanent place in the Hall of Secret Levels. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you out on the Great Sea.